Alright, so for anyone who's ever wanted to do social media, I feel like a dream that we all had when we were younger was to be a content creator in a content house. Or at least for me, I always thought that was like the coolest thing ever, just living in a big ass mansion with all your friends doing social media for a living, making a ton of money. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? Like, do you guys remember the New York Phase House? I used to watch them hella, and it was just a bunch of 19-year-olds playing video games all day. You also got like the Hype House, you know, with like Charlie D'Amelio and Lil, I mean, they haven't been in that shit for a minute, but you know what I'm saying. Even Jake Paul had that one house for Team 10. Basically what I'm saying is that if you grew up watching content creators within content houses, you probably thought to yourself like, yo, this would be a sick lifestyle to live. And you know, for a while it kind of stayed like that, okay? But then social media became much more mainstream for like marketing and companies, and that's when we meet the big bad wolf of this story, capitalism. Back in the day, a content house was literally just a bunch of content creators coming together and signing a lease or buying a house. But now it has just become a way to emphasize on your social media presence and make more money. For example, take the Bop House. Do you really think any of these girls are actually friends? No, okay? Sophie Rain and her cousin, which is crazy by the way, 2 porn stars in one family, fucking double homicide. Either way, Sophie Rain and her cousin bought the house and invited all of these other OnlyFans models with absolutely no correlation to them other than the fact that they also get fucked on camera to hopefully use the idea of a Bop House to make content, get more views, and make more money on OnlyFans, okay? I mean, it's literally called the fucking Bop House. It is so obvious that the only reason they made this house was for the shock value, so that they can get more views and go viral. And now listen, okay, I understand that I'm making a lot of assumptions. Maybe all of these girls just met each other and, you know, became the best of friends and really do enjoy hanging out together and getting fucked on camera together. But, let's take a look at this other content house, the Tall House, which is literally just dudes who are fucking tall. Now listen, okay, maybe I'm coping because I am 5'10" and you have to be at least like 6'3" to get into this house, but you are not gonna convince me that these guys are friends, okay? They do not fuck with each other. Like maybe with the Bop House, all these girls met each other and they have a lot in common, so, you know, they became friends and bonded over that stuff. But these guys are just fucking tall. Like, what? How are they going to, like connect with each other? And, like, I am aware that dudes have a much easier time making friends with each other. You know, if I cross the same guy in a hallway multiple days in a row, I'll probably end up becoming his best friend. But, in this sort of context, where it's just a bunch of tall, semi-attractive dudes just getting together and making awkward-ass thirst trap videos like this, it's like, first of all, how do you film that? How do you, like, sit and line up and with the flash on and, like, lip sync to these songs? And second of all, these dudes are just fucking tall and just being put together to make content. What do you talk about? Like, besides, like, oh yeah, I have to buy a big car. I can't fit in normal airplane seats. Like, after that, what do you talk about? Like, oh, I played basketball when I was younger. Like, do you guys see what I mean? Like, just look at some of these videos, dude. They look so forced, and this one guy in particular just does not seem to be feeling it. He's like, what am I doing here? What the fuck? And that is my whole point when it comes to content houses nowadays, okay? I am aware that the entire point of a content house, even from the beginning, was to capitalize on your audience, make more money, and combine audiences and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like with the Phase House, the AMP House, and that's like all I know, but with those types of houses, they're friends. There's a reason that they fucking like linked up, you know? But then you have shit like the Tall House, the Bop House, the fucking mini Bop House, because that's also a thing. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, there's even a house called the Chopped House. I'm sure you've seen like their chant before. Chopped House, Chopped House, Chopped House. What the fuck? This is the most consumerism shit I have ever seen. Is that fucking Dylan Latham? Now, when it comes to the Chopped House, I will not lie. I don't think they fit this sort of stereotype. Like, if you actually watch the people in the Chopped House and the content they make, they all seem pretty similar. Like, they're not even chopped, it's just that they all make, like, brain rot content. So, you know, that I actually understand. But let's go back to, the mini Bop House, which is literally just a miniature fucking Bop House. Now, I think this is probably the funniest out of all of them, because not only is it literally just the Bop House, but they're midgets. There's only 2 of them. It is literally a mini Bop House. Now, when it comes to the actual content that they post, it's pretty self-explanatory, okay? They're literally just a miniature Bop House. They do everything that the Bop House does, but they're fucking midgets. And you know, the thing with all of these content houses too is just like, they just make slop, okay? They just kind of dance and say a bunch of shit to the camera, whatever gets views. So it's really, there's nothing really to talk about. Like take this for example, the fucking Top House. What is the fucking Top House?
Thank you.
Like, with all the other ones, at least they have somewhat recognizable faces, even the midgets, you know? But, like, I have never seen any of these men in my entire life. Like, what is, like, who are these people? But most importantly, the question that we're all wondering, why is it called the Top House? What do these people have in common? Why are they in a content house together? Wait, never mind, guys. After doing a little bit of research and looking at the people who make up the Top House, it turns out that it is just a male Bop House, okay? And it's just like, what the fuck is up with all these Bop House variations? Is this the goddamn multiverse? Like, what's next? The fucking Croc House? It's just a bunch of OnlyFans creators who wear Crocs while getting fucked? As a matter of fact, let's make the Block House, okay? It can be a virtual content house with Roblox OnlyFans creators. Like, what the fuck is happening? As a matter of fact, dude, we even have, like, the good Bop House, the fucking Glow House. It's a bunch of girls who, you know, they just don't get fucked on camera. They're not OnlyFans creators. Now, to be fair, the house is mainly made up of girls under the age of 18, but, like, the entire point of the Glow House is to be like the big sisters of TikTok. Basically, they want to make content that relates to Gen Z and empowers them and focuses on beauty and self-health and all that shit. Either way, my whole point being is that, like, it's literally just, like, the good Bop House, dude. And listen, I promise I'm not trying to call a bunch of 17-year-olds bops. I'm saying that because you literally have polar opposites, okay? You have these girls who make videos together, and their whole thing is that they get fucked on camera, and they're making a terrible influence on the younger generation. And then you got this other house, the Glow House, which is just the complete opposite. They talk about empowering yourself. They're for Gen Z. They're setting up, they're the big sisters of TikTok. It's literally like night and day. Like, Thanos was so fucking right. Okay, he was spot on. Everything needs balance, alright? If you want the Glow House to exist, the Bop House is gonna exist too, motherfucker. Like, you just can't have the best of both worlds. This house is also managed by some billionaire company, and that kind of relates to my point back when I was talking about capitalism, because, like I said before, content houses used to just be creators signing a lease together, living together, making videos, but now, you know, we have shit like the Bop House and the fucking Glow House where people realize, hey, content houses can make us a lot of money, let's sponsor them, have a bunch of creators make content, and we can capitalize off of it, you know? And, like, the Glow House, like, they're fucking minors, dude. They don't even, like, live in the house. They just make content at the house, dude. Like, either way, yeah, that is my tangent on that. When it comes to these other content houses, you got shit like the Asian House, you know, maybe I'll apply to that. You got the Unk House, pretty self-explanatory, just a bunch of old motherfuckers. You got the Bruzz House, which I think is like a bunch of dudes from the Chopped House trying to make another content house. And then, but the last one I want to talk about is the Brown House, which is a house just for fucking Indians. Now, I don't know any of the people who make up the Brown House or if they're actually friends or not, but I don't really have an issue with them. You know, I feel like, if anything, a bunch of Indian people would become pretty good friends if they lived together. But I also just think the idea is, you know, just kind of weird. You know, with the Asian House, they call it the Asian House, but it's just a bunch of Asian OnlyFans creators. It's just an Asian Bop House, another fucking variation. But then the Brown House is just a bunch of Indian dudes who make, like, vlogs and stream together. And I just think it's kind of weird to call it the Brown House. That's like a bunch of white guys coming together and being like, yo, we're the fucking White House. Like, if I'm being totally honest, we're not even ripping on the house, we're just making fun of the name. Because, you know, this is like if AMP was just the Black House, the fucking African-American house. You know what I'm trying to say? You didn't have to call it the Brown House. It could have been anything else. Like, what if the FaZe House was just like the predominantly white house with 2 token black guys and that 1 Asian dude? You know, like that makes no sense. They call it the FaZe House. And I know people are gonna be like, they called it the Brown House because people want to watch a content house with brown creators, but it's like, can you not just look at the people in the fucking house, dude? Like, how do you, if you name this house the fucking Poop House, alright? That was not, I'm not calling Indian smelly, I'm just saying, say it was called the Shit House, alright? And like, fucking, you just see a bunch of Indian guys on the thing, you're gonna be like, oh, it's a bunch of Indian content creators, alright? You watch AMP, you quickly pick up the gist, like, oh, they're all black, you know? And that's my whole fucking point. You didn't need to call it the Brown House, you feel me? Like that's all I'm trying to say. But, yeah, guys, that's probably gonna be the entire video. I'm actually starting up my own content house. If you guys want to join, it's gonna be called the Sad House. We're just gonna be, taking a bunch of stimulants and playing with fidget spinners all day and make content out of that. So if you're interested, apply down in my comments. I need to know your shoe size, your favorite color, and how many marshmallows you can stick in your mouth at once. So, yeah, that's gonna be the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. Moral of the video, not everything, you don't need to, not every trend needs to be followed, okay? It's really easy to follow trends, but some of them, no, just don't. You know, like the fucking content house trend. Make a real content house with your friends that you actually enjoy living with without, like, obviously think of money. Everyone wants to make a content house for money, but also just do it for the vibes, because that's what makes a content house fucking good. That's why the Phase House was so fucking good, because they all genuinely enjoyed each other's company, you know? And you really, I mean, I don't really follow any of these other content houses, so I wouldn't know, but I feel like that vibe probably isn't there. Maybe it's also because I was young. Maybe I just liked the Phase House because I was like 12. Either way, that's going to be the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. And, yeah, peace out. Love you all. Join the Discord, sub to my YouTube channel. And, yeah, bye.